In the 1600s, the Jesuit friar Reggiano wrote a book of poetry, which was immediately banned by the Catholic Church. It was banned so quickly, in fact, that it never even got published, and only exists in the handwritten form. It was called scandalous, but what was it? Capitolo de Frati is an Italian Baroque-style poem written in ottava rima, which is the fancy name for 8-line poetry with the rhyming scheme A, B, A, B, A, B, C, C. The book was written by the Jesuit friar Sebastiano Reggiano, who lived from 1602 to 1666. We don't really know much about Reggiano other than he died in Novara, Italy, and wrote many different poems under various pseudonyms. This book was banned for a couple of reasons. Firstly, it had lots of sexual innuendo. Nothing hardcore, mostly childish humor, kind of like Chaucer. On the title page, Poema Burnesco could be understood to mean dirty poem. It also has satirical anecdotes and lambasts the mendicant orders, especially Franciscans. But what Reggiano got in trouble for the most was his breaking of the confessional seal. This is when a priest reveals the name and sin of someone who has confessed in secrecy. In Catholicism, this is a huge no-no and could result in immediate excommunication. This act appears in Cantos 9 and 13, which some copies have intentionally omitted due to its scurrilous nature. So Capitolo de Frati was placed on the forbidden book list, but that doesn't mean it's going to go away. On Reggiano's deathbed, he entrusted the work to a friend who had many copies made. It circulated on the underground Italian book market well into the 18th century. This is likely one of those copies. Although the poem was not considered very cultured, it was admired by some for its novelty and style. The notoriety of the book gives us some insight into the underground Italian counter-Reformation. I've only ever been able to confirm a handful of surviving copies. Still unpublished, no English translation has been made. So if you want to know what Reggiano wrote about, is this or nothing. Also, if you're wondering what cornet means, I don't know. Rare books and manuscripts like this can be found on my website at jollyrarebooks.com.